Blab. We're talking about Fred Willard, the man, the legend. It's gonna be sad, but it's also gonna be happy. It's gonna be joyous, but it's also gonna be somber. And we might just even be tapping a little bit onto how we as a society and a culture deal with celebrity deaths. I'm here with Katie McDowell. It's gonna be a good one. Movie Blab. Movie Blab. Here we go, guys. Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Edison, and you're tuned in
to Movie Blab.
The clock has started.
Action! What's up, everybody? It's time for another episode of Movie Blab. That's right, today we're going to be remembering Fred Willard, the incredible, hilarious improviser. I'm here with Katie McDowell, and it's going to be a good one with our top 3 favorite Fred Willard performances, so tune in!
Welcome to this podcast. Spread the word.
Spread the word indeed. How's it going, everybody? It's time for another episode of Movie Blab. Katie McDowell! It's been a minute since we've seen you on the Blab, and it's so nice to see you.
It's good to be here.
It's been a year since you've been on.
It's been 10 years.
I'm so excited to have you here to talk about one of our favorite character actors of all time, someone who we would quote constantly in our friendship, and someone who really not a lot of people, unless you're a big comedy nerd, necessarily knew him, but everyone knew him. You know what I mean?
It's like you know him, but you know he is kind of one of those people that you're like, oh right, like there he is again. He's like showing his movie again.
Yeah,
exactly. But he kills like every time. You know, he's into like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get into his entire the life and times of Fred Willard, which we did some reminiscing. We saw some new clips we'd never seen. We found out some stuff today about Fred Willard that we didn't even know, and you know, and not just from the articles remembering him. We did some primary sources, you know.
Sure, we did our research.
Anyway, I'm trying to wake up here.
But yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Should we get into some of the facts?
Yeah, I got a burp.
Some of the interesting facts about him?
Yes, I think we should. Let's get into it. Katie, what were you surprised to find out about Mr. Fred Willard today when you dove in?
About
Ooh.
Well, so he was born in 1939.
Mm-hmm.
Born in 1939.
So he was. Go ahead, Ohio.
Which I didn't, in Ohio, but I didn't realize like some of the movies that I had seen him in. He was probably around 70.
Yes.
Like
yes.
He didn't seem it, you know.
Yeah,
so that was kind of surprising.
He really seemed to have made it as a character actor like later in his life, right? Is that what?
Like
he
really,
was also
like,
in a ton of movies his whole life.
A lot of the stuff that we like know him from was kind of later in his life, which he doesn't look that like he didn't look like he was 70 in Anchorman, but he was like 70. When
Wow,
he did it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, isn't that nuts?
I wonder how he kept. I wonder what kind of creams he used. You know.
Powders and creams.
The news just started playing. Yes, I mean, the two words that I think. Well, let's get more into where he came from. So we watched him today in some like made for TV or TV ads, like what do you call it? Home shopping network type ads. On
But I think it
cooking
was
show
like
stuff.
it was a sketch from something.
Oh, you think it was a sketch? Because it wasn't.
Yeah, because he was definitely. I mean, if it was real,
Maybe
then
I didn't hear it right. Maybe I didn't hear it properly because I was listening.
he was
We were
kinda
watching
like
at the same time.
cracking jokes during it. So I think it was a sketch from something.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I don't know, but he did do a lot of TV,
What?
like stuff.
Yeah.
He's
We're
fun.
obviously experts on him. Let me take a look at my notes.
We'll say that our biggest fan. We are obsessed with Christopher Guest and
Yes.
all of the Christopher Guest movies, and we have been obsessed with them for a long time, and that's where like our biggest love of Fred Willard.
Fred Willard. Well, I also love him as a Jimmy Kimmel fan. As a fan of like, he did like old Johnny Carson shit that was incredible.
Yeah.
There's I'm just a fan of how you'll be watching something and he'll just pop up in it, right?
Yeah.
He would just pop up in it and you'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
And you didn't know if it was gonna be a long bit or a short bit, like, but you knew it was gonna be fucking knockout because he was the scene stealer.
Yeah, he's one of those people that when he shows up on screen, you know, like,
Yes.
oh, yes, like, hell yeah, like Fred Willard's here.
It turns out he's like an army veteran too.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And that he I mean, I thought he was more like the Second City route and stuff. Did he do that kind of stuff? I didn't read any of that. I mean, I know his improvising is incredible, so I can't imagine that he wasn't involved in some sort of stuff like that. But what I read about was more like smaller things, like doing 2-man shows in like little venues in New York and stuff.
Yeah. Oh no, he says he did some. One of his earliest performing jobs was at Second City.
Second City. Okay, good.
And he shared the stage with Robert Klein and David Steinberg.
Duh. Okay, with Robert Klein and who?
David Steinberg.
Oh,
Oh, and he was a founding member of. This might be where that sketch was from.
Yes.
He was a founding member of the improvisational comedy group Ace Trucking Company. Which I don't know.
I don't think I've heard of that, but I bet it's very big.
They performed on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson over 50 times.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. That's what I was saying. I was watching a bunch of Carson clips, and they're incredible. I mean, and that's why. I mean, he's like a legend in that way of being like a bit character for late night. I mean, he's perfect for it, right?
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, the improvisation. He is like. I remember listening to some of the commentary. I think it was for Best in Show or. I think it was for Best in Show, and they talked about how he's like one of the best like improvisers like out there. Like he just kills it in every scene.
He really, I mean, it's obvious even when you watch it. Like I can't imagine the endless, hilarious, like raw takes that he does, like alternate takes. You know, I mean, it's so sad that it's so sad that he won't be able to spread his laughter anymore, except just in all the amazing. I mean, except forever in all the clips he's done and everything he's made, but and all his movie appearances. I mean, you look at his credits, and it is literally he's just like, I'll do this show on Friday, and I'll do this show on Tuesday, and I'll do this movie for 2 days. And I mean, I think he just
like
the energy of it. You can just see him as a person as such an energetic person.
Why he doesn't look like 70? It doesn't look like he's 70
his youthful spirit.
He's just an active person and like never stopped.
Yes, exactly.
Based on his career of posters like listed, like he's been in so many movies and shows, and even up until with Space Force. I mean, he's working. You know, he was still working at 86, which is, I mean,
and he was on Jimmy Kimmel at the same time. Like he literally never stopped working, and I have to respect that.
Yeah,
I really do. I mean, he just stunned me every time he would come on.
Oh, definitely. I'm always so excited to see him come on because I know it's going to be funny. Like,
yeah, and it felt like he'd done so much stuff that there's always a chance that Fred Willard would show up in a comedy, like any comedy at all, any show, any beloved sitcom. Like you never knew.
Yeah, he was just brilliant. He was just brilliant.
It's I'm glad he got to live a long life. that's.
And like appreciative that he kept working.
And
like,
he was laughing the
I'm
whole way.
excited to watch Space Force because it's like I'm sure he's great.
God, it's gonna be heartbreaking. So yeah, Space Force is coming out. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a Netflix show that was kind of advertised as The Office, like in space, or like talked about as that, but it really isn't. It's comedy, and the character might be a little Michael Scott-esque, but there's a trailer out now, and you can tell me if you think it's gonna be anything like The Office, because Katie and I don't, right? Katie, what did you think of the trailer for Space Force? Just while we're on it.
I don't think it's. Everybody's gonna be going in wanting it to be, or like expecting it to be.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Like, I mean, I'm excited for it to be different, but of course, as a Michael Scott, like, mega fan.
Yeah.
There is like, I do love even seeing just some elements of that character come back, but.
Yes.
I mean, I'm glad.
I just want to see Michael Scott. Not Michael. I just want to see Steve Carell in a TV show.
Yeah, and doing something kind of like goofy and
yes.
funny, because he's kind of doing these more serious roles lately.
Yep, which I love. Foxcatcher and some of it. Like, I don't know. I wasn't.
Oh yeah.
I didn't give Morning Show a chance, to be honest. But
what's the one about the housing bubble, the housing crisis, the big I can't. But I think it was nominated, and he was great in it.
Oh really? I don't know which one. Oh, yes, The Big Short.
The Big Short.
There we go. Yes, that's correct. Oh my God, you got it, Katie. Congratulations. Wow.
But yeah, no, he's great in that. He's done. Yeah, I really like the series movies, but I'm excited to see.
Audience, please quiet down. We are trying to remember a fantastic actor and comedian. It's true. It's funny because it's true. Anyway,
the sketch on let me look that up.
You're gonna look
Remember
up
the
what?
name of the show?
What show? I'm sorry, your internet was cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. The where he's doing the organ, the comedy organ.
Oh yes,
the cartoon
yes. The on Netflix, with Tim, what's his name? It's something like shit. This is awful. What is it? What is it? What is it? What? What is it?
Do you remember the guy?
I think you should leave now. I think you should leave now. I got it. I think you should leave. I got it.
Okay. I couldn't think of the guy's name.
Oh, I'm so glad I got it. Thank you. No, please. Thank you. Thank you.
But his sketch in that was amazing.
Yes. I couldn't agree more, Katie. For those of you just tuning in, we're remembering the incredible Fred Willard, hilarious comedian. I refuse to play sad music because he was not a sad man in America's hearts. He was a clown of the highest order, an improviser beyond anyone's means, the quickest, the wittiest. He played it straight, and he played it dumb as hell. Fred Willard. Here we are. Well, guys, I think it is time to get into our top 3 favorite Fred Willard performances. I guess there was one more thing I wanted to mention about him. Oh, this is cute. Let me play some music here. So when he was asked, Fred Willard was asked what his biggest achievement in life was, and he says that it was teaching his daughter how to throw a baseball. How to
catch a fly.
How to catch a fly.
Yeah.
Like a fly?
No, pop-up. Fly ball.
Perfect. So that was just a little bit of trivia for you guys. Okay. Let's see here. What do you have, Katie? We're going to go backwards, and we're talking about our top These are our top 3 favorite Fred Willard performances in cinema and in TV. He's a man to remember, and the time to remember him is right now on Movie Blab. Light a candle. We're going to go through our top 3, and we'll be providing links to these hilarious moments. And you can go and watch the real thing and cuddle up with the undying spirit of Fred Willard in your home. The music doesn't really match what I was saying, but that's sort of, I like it. I like that. It's like, it's like this wall's purple and this wall is, a different shade of purple.
Yeah. Cool. So, top 3 Fred Willard.
Sorry, what?
Should I start or should you?
No, the guest starts, and it's ladies first, around here. And you are a lady. Okay, so why don't you begin, my lady? Why don't you begin with your number 3 pick? But what we do here is we do a little bit of hype. A little bit of hinting, with some intense music underneath. So.
Some hinting?
Yeah. Maybe I'll do the first one for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an example, actually, but you're going to do the first one.
Okay.
This Fred Willard performance is beloved by not only me, but my mom. He has only a short role in it, but it really stands out. He wears a funny costume in it. It is this movie. You see how it works? Did you get that? Did you get all that?
Okay.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, I'll just let's try it out. Let's try it out.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna give it a try. The crowd's ready.
So.
Thank you.
Are we going? Are we ready? Okay. My pick for number 3. This. Is it showing?
You're frozen.
Okay, am I?
Yeah, it's great though. You look great. There we go. You're back. All right. We're gonna get it this time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So say my number 3 pick. Go ahead. And then start the hints.
My number 3 pick. This is an early performance from Fred Willard. It's I would say, I guess it's a cult classic, but
And the
movie is Spinal Tap, and he has a small little role.
Yes. Yes, Spinal
awesome.
Tap is amazing and a great film. And his first Christopher Guest movie. Well, it wasn't directed by Christopher Guest, but the first time we saw them together, the first improv mockumentary that hit the mainstream. My God, go ahead.
His character name is Lieutenant Bob Hookstratton in the movie. He has a small little scene where they've been touring for a while, and I think the band is kind of like on the fritz, and so they're all not really getting along that much. And they show up to this army base to do a show at this army base, and Fred Willard is actually in uniform, and it's funny to find out that he was
a veteran,
like in the army,
or
was a veteran, yeah.
Veteran.
And that he was playing.
I can't speak words today, apparently.
So it's funny to find out that connection, but he has a really funny little moment where he brings them into the facility and introduces them and has a whole little funny little shtick, and he's talking about I better stay away or they're gonna mistake me for part of the band. He has a really funny little scene. It's so short, but it's so good.
Sorry, you scritzed out right when you were doing the lines.
Oh, no.
It's okay. We're like, what was the line again?
Oh, the line was uh
Just as much commitment.
he makes a joke about how their hair is so long, and he's like, actually, mine's getting pretty long myself, and it's not long at all. And he's like, I better not stand too close to the band, or they're gonna think I'm one of you guys.
He's so quick. He was so quick. Yeah. I mean,
it's just a tiny little like 1.5 minute scene, but I mean, he's so good.
Yeah, he's shit. And then he's just like, I can't imagine the royalties. Just from all kinds of episodes of all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was on Modern Family too, so that's like, yeah.
There aren't a lot of character actors. I mean, as much like that. I don't know. I mean, besides like SNL and stuff, like, I don't know. He's like an old generation, an old school comedian, and he like never backed down from like his shtick, and it aged perfectly. Like he's just funny. He's so funny. Damn.
And it's just like the improv thing, you know. He stands out because he's such a good improver, and like,
improviser.
Improviser. Oh my gosh. You need to put me in the Movie Blab dunce cap.
The Movie Blab dunce cap.
Hey, what happened?
Oh man. We'll get to that one. My favorite.
Yes, we will. But anyway, do you want to talk a little bit more about his performance in Spinal Tap? I need to rewatch it. Because he's been in so many things that I can't even. I wish I watched it before we got on here.
It's a tiny little scene. It's only like a 1.5 minute moment, but it's like so funny. He's just great in it, and that's just one of my favorite movies.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Same.
I ever saw. Or not.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
Obviously.
Yes, but movie with Christopher Guest and all those people, and so it got me into everything. Am I freezing?
Yeah. I'm trying to fix it. I think it's better now.
I mean, I'm on data. I shouldn't be freezing.
You're on data? Is that what you said?
The best.
You're on data?
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, like I'm using the phone. Yeah.
Oh.
Like I'm not on the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Why don't you turn your Wi-Fi on? Won't that help?
Because it was going in and out.
Oh.
No, it makes it worse. It's better on data.
I don't know phones. It's okay though.
Because my.
It's just like.
What I was saying earlier, I see you.
Yeah, well, it's not me because I'm streaming 100% at like I'm not having any issues with my Wi-Fi, but we'll figure it out. Whatever. Just keep talking, and I'll let you know when you're cutting out a little bit, but it should be fine. It's a popular time on the internet. I'm sorry, Katie. I don't know what to do. It might be because we are trying a new way of doing things. Let's see if I can even. It seems to be okay now to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to it. So that was a perfect pick in my opinion because Spinal Tap is like such a. I'm sure that movie showed a lot of people what he could do comedically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A good opening, and he met those people like that Christopher Guest and Michael McKean and.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's a great number 3 pick. Congratulations, Katie, on an excellent pick. So happy for you. You said a lot of great things about it. I'm about to get to my number 3. So my number 3 is one of his more recent appearances because the man was performing from the day to the day he died. It seemed like. I mean, he was never not performing, and he was never not on TV or in movies. I mean, he's in something huge that's coming out on one of Netflix's probably biggest comedy projects that they're launching, Space Force, as we talked about. But I think only fans of a certain late night show will know what I'm referencing. His TV appearances on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Boy, I triggered the cougar. No, but seriously, I was laughing at him all season or whatever, in pretty much like last year, all of last year, and maybe into this year. He was doing little appearances as various characters on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, and they would do little improvisations together. And I think it was over like a satellite or something. I don't think he was in the studio necessarily, but it was live. And he was killing those. Like he was, and you could see him like hearing I think he was there actually, because he was relating so much to the audience. I don't even know. I don't know how they did it, but I was floored by these bits, and Jimmy Kimmel's sketches don't always kill me because they're pretty lazy like ours. Well, way better, obviously. No,
we're on the same level.
Yeah, no. But the Fred Willard stuff was so funny because he just keeps it so loose and improvisy, and so to have someone that powerful, that much of a tank of improv, just doing a quick, like you said, it's a quick second on there, and then he's gotcha. He's a scene stealer, show stealer, everything. And I think he just loved assuming different characters. It would seem like it seemed like he would. There wasn't ever a time that he was like trying to get his own sitcom and shit, was there? I'm wondering. Probably. He had a game show that he hosted too. He just did whatever the fuck he wanted. It seems like. Yeah. I just love the way he navigated his career.
Yeah, he did a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. So that's my number 3. His appearances on Jimmy Kimmel, his final appearances on Jimmy Kimmel are really worth checking out. He even did one about Space Force, I think before Netflix even announced it. Or maybe when they announced it, I have no idea. But it's definitely worth checking out, and I can't wait to see him in that show too. So that gets us to Katie's number 2 pick. This is going, wow.
My number 2 pick. This movie it came out when I was in middle school, and it was one of the most quoted movies ever, like as a kid. And he has some really great memorable lines in it. And the movie, do I suck at this?
No, this is fantastic. This is why I do this. And the movie is
Anchorman.
Yay! Everyone loves Anchorman.
Heavily quoted.
An American classic, just like the man himself. How could he not be in a movie like that?
It's a freaking classic.
Yes.
It really is. And his character is Ed Harkin, and he's like the head of the station.
Yeah. And
so he's like runs the meetings, and he has this great running gag like throughout the movie where he's talking on the phone about his kid, or like to his son, and there's like a moment, it's so good. He's like, put the gun down and let the marching band go. And then somebody walks in and he just like hangs up.
And sometimes he did play this.
It
seemed like sometimes he did play the straight-laced character. Like he could do he was always. It was almost like he feigned being the straight man and then like hit you with this crazy shit. I don't know. He seemed to have a lot of range despite him being so iconic. You want to try real quick? I'm just gonna hang up on her and then I'm gonna pick up again. back with our final 2 picks. What a shit show this has been, but at least everyone's in sync finally. Right after this break, I'm gonna figure out what the hell is going on. Katie, are you there? Says you're on the line with her. Here we go, Katie. Can't see her, hear you, but I can see that you're on the go. We're gonna be right back, guys, with more Movie Blab. Just dealing with a little technical issue that we can't seem to figure out what's going on. Oh my gosh. Over and over. Skype sucks.
It wouldn't let me answer.
You sound great now.
Okay.
Much better. All right, we're back, guys. With we'll take a minute. That's so weird because that's so weird.
The answer is Skype like makes my phone get really hot and then like slow down. I don't.
I'm thinking of switching back to Zoom. I just got to figure it out. Well, we're back though. That's a good thing, and we're gonna save it. We're gonna save the show. No, the show's going great. It is. It's just hard to be sad about this man. But it's fun. We're having a blast remembering the past. Right, yes. Katie? All right, guys, we're back. We fixed some tech issues, and we're going to keep on remembering Fred Willard, the incredible comedian who we lost only a few days ago yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? I think it was. Coronavirus. I have no idea.
No, I think it was like
two days ago. This over the weekend. On Saturday.
It was May 15th.
Ah.
Yes, May 15th.
Okay. And then it was announced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very sad. They say he wasn't that when it's a classic situation of losing your wife, and then 2 years later he passed because that was apparently very difficult for him, but he still did comedy, which shows kind of how connected he was to dealing with his life through humor and laughter, which is the magic of comedy, embodied in an incredible man. Wow. Especially times like these, comedians, we need them more than ever. Not as much as nurses or essential workers, but we do need comedians, and we need to laugh, and we need humor. So they need to drop Space Force ASAP.
Yes, please.
We're all having Fred withdrawals from knowing that there will be no new performances from him. So give us his last one right now.
Right now, post it right now, Netflix.
Post it right now. And somebody make a documentary on HBO. Come on, hurry.
Right now, let's go.
I want my Fred. I want to squeeze every last piece of footage out. Like release every improvised take he's ever done of anything.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I want it all.
Okay, so I can't remember where we were after that tech issue.
So my number 2 is Anchorman.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was Anchorman.
Oh.
Sarkin, which he has a great line where he's like, "Ron, are you listening?" And he just goes, "No." which we like quoted all the time.
Hey, what happened?
What?
I got a wheel wet wagon. I mean, is it time? Should I just play it? God, it's so
Well,
good.
dude, we're gonna get there though. That's my.
You're right. You're right. Shh.
We're gonna get there.
You're right. I'm just so
Okay,
excited.
what's your number 2?
Okay, my number 2.
Pages and pages of notes. Looks for his list. Andrew's number 2.
It's a film beloved by all. It's a film that even the children can enjoy. It's a film that that is actually a record-breaking moment for for a certain famous animation studio and for Fred Willard himself. And I hope it remains this way. The movie is WALL-E. That's right, guys. Fred Willard is the only human being, or at least the first human being, to ever appear in live action in a Pixar movie, and that film is WALL-E. If you've seen the movie, it's incredible because he plays the president, panicked, in a panic. We actually did a isolation movie top 5 list, and we were talking about how apropos, the film is now to the times we are in, which, if you didn't notice, are pretty fucking crazy. So, soon we'll all be fat people in bubbles, driving around on wheelchairs. But sadly, Fred Willard wouldn't be our president. And boy, would I take Fred Willard over our current president anytime. Hashtag not my president. Hashtag. Hashtag.
But yeah, WALL-E.
WALL-E. Yeah, it's a beautiful movie that Katie hasn't seen. Oh. Oh. You haven't seen WALL-E.
You know, I should check it out. I heard good things.
We seem to agree. Yeah, it's a great movie. I can't. That's crazy. You haven't seen it. I think it's on Drew Flicks.
It's great.
Yeah, which is my shared movie library. Hashtag not illegal.
Hashtag better than Netflix.
Hashtag find me. Too inside today. So yeah, I think that.
So what's his performance like in WALL-E? What is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing the president in a panic about the world, announcing to beaming to space. They pick up that everything is going to hell.
Right.
And he does it as in his frantic, amazing way when he has frantic Fred Willard. So, yeah, there's so many versions of him. I feel like he just goes to the closet. He's like, okay, I'm gonna take this one and wear this one today. It's like,
I think
he's frantically and
such a normal guy, and then he always has this he'll just say these crazy things that you.
Yeah, I can't imagine what his imagination is like.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's just being on set on any of the Christopher Guest movies where he's improvising the whole time. I'm sure it was so crazy. I bet he it was just brilliant.
Yeah. That's shot on film too, so they didn't have a lot of time to do whatever. They needed top improvisers like him that were just gonna deliver immediately. Which is crazy. So it's it's take that, Duplass brothers.
Whoa, throwing some shade.
Take it.
Spilling the tea. What's the
Cats
shit?
and kittens.
What's up, all you cool cats and kittens?
Katie and I always wanted to do an episode where we just hung out on here and talked, just the two of us, about a dead celebrity that we loved, and it finally happened, guys. The one, yeah. Sadly, it's Fred Willard.
We go to our number ones.
I think it is time for our number ones, Katie. Good job moving us around, but first, I think we have to take a brief break.
A little breather.
A little breather. What do you say after that stressful time?
I mean, we can take a breather. I'm down to push through. We're down. We're to our favorite one.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the break, Katie. We'll be right back, guys.
Okay, fine. I'll wait. I'm so excited. There's so many quotes.
Hey, guys, this is our Patreon. If you want to find out things like what Katie's number one is, she's got a ton of quotes coming up, these kinds of things. Like, you can support us on Patreon and make the show work because we got subscribers. We need more subscribers. We need more likes and yeah, all that good. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, yes, yeah.
Crazy. He was born in 1930. What a journey. That's so long. Like, the world was very different in 1939.
And we're back. What's that, Katie?
I was saying it's crazy that he was born in 1939. Like,
I know, like, damn, like, there's, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has ridden the wave of American comedy, pretty much. Like,
yeah, for real. Like, I mean, jeez. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, things are such a different
I
world
think
now.
for lots of comedy nerds, it's just like this is a mind blowing loss because it's like something about him made me never ever think he was gonna die.
Yeah, I never even thought that he was like I knew he was kind of old, but I didn't realize like he was born in 1939. Like, no way.
Crazy. I mean,
Like,
what?
I thought he was like 50 in Anchorman. I had no idea he was like 70.
Yeah, like I don't know what creams he's using. They're probably Lucia's lotions, to be honest.
He's rocking the creams.
Yeah, his skin looks fantastic. Maybe it was also cosmetic surgery. Probably not. He was a celebrity. Anyway.
A full face, right? Makeover.
That's the thing. It's so weird when celebrities die to me because it always makes me question just like what is celebrity in itself and why am I so affected by why have I been bummed out for like 48 hours about the death of Fred Willard? And it's like because they've given us so much in our lives and we don't even realize the impact of it. And they're such a like people like this, especially actors like this, are such a comfort to us when they pop up. Like he was just he was like the king of cameos, basically, like the king of a bit part. Like, I mean, and I hope that doesn't. I hope his legacy is somehow, maintained. I think it will be for anyone who's exploring anything that's happened comedically.
Yeah.
I wish he had been on The Office.
Oof.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Like when they had that like Michael Scott interview stuff.
Yeah, when they were interviewing all the different new
That would have
bosses.
been perfect. Hashtag re-edit The Office.
Hashtag hologram him in there.
Hey, what happened?
Okay,
Okay,
let's get to our top number ones, Katie.
I'm so excited. This movie was like changed my view on comedy. It was, I think it did well. Commercially.
It did great commercially.
Yeah. Okay. It did well. It did great.
It's beloved.
It has our favorite quotes of all time.
Yes.
What happened?
Hey, what happened?
There it is.
What's the name of the movie?
A mighty wind
Yay! A mighty winds are blowing.
is coming around the bend.
Do, 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 do.
But yeah, his name is Mike LaFontaine.
Like
Mike
LaFontaine.
LaFontaine. And he's our favorite character. Me and Andrew quote him all the time.
I got a real wet wagon.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You don't want to be on a boat when they're having dysentery and knock on the door and hear, are you coming out soon? And hear, I don't think so.
I think it's time, Katie. I mean, to play it through. I mean, we have to.
Yeah, can we play through the whole thing?
I can play through the whole thing. I'm just gonna put some music underneath it.
Let's do it. Cause
This is sort of similar to like a moment of silence for us,
Yeah.
for Frederick. This is our equivalent to a moment of silence for this amazing man.
It's my favorite scene
So
of his of all time.
just know this is not in jest. This is our serious tribute to Fred. Here we go.
Quick plug, Ola. I'm Mike LaFontaine, owner and founder of High Class Management. Whoops! Comics Constant Companion. Let's start right out. Hey, what happened? As you know, back in 1970, I started on a series called What Happened? And every time something would go wrong, I would look at the camera and say, hey, what happened? We had a lot of fun with that and a lot of other catchphrases. I got a real red wagon. And I can't do my work. And I believe I was the first one to use the phrase, I don't think so.
I don't.
But it only
think
lasted
so.
a year, and that's good because that's how you establish a cult. So I was on stage doing all my shtick, you know, hey, what happened? And I can't do my work. And if someone would heckle me, they'd say, are you going to be on stage all night? I would say, that's right. And that'd crack up the audience. But I noticed the guy sitting down front with a long face. Nothing got to him. So I turned to the lady next to him. I said, would you hold your mirror up in front of his nose to see if he's still breathing? To see, in fact, if there's a reflection. So he started to smile. After
was
the
he
show, I go
improvising
down
this?
and introduce myself. His name is George Menschel. He had been with a group called the Main Street Singers. Now, I was never into folk music. I worked some bills with some folkies. You know, put him in the cell with a long hose on him, put him in the cell with a long hose on him. And I used to say, if he's got a long enough hose, he's going to have a lot of friends in the shower room.
Now it looks like you
Folk
passed
audiences hated
away.
that joke. But I said to George, I said, seriously, you put up some great numbers. If you reform your group, I can send you out on the Starfish cruise lines. Together we could make a fortune and you will have a ball. They used to go out, come back. They had a great time. Except a couple of cruises, dysentery broke out on the ship. I was not there. You do not want to be on a cruise ship when dysentery breaks out and be knocking on the men's room door and say, will you be coming out soon? And hear, I don't think so.
Amazing.
So good. And his little, like, bleached, spiked up hair.
Yes, his whole. I mean, it's not. It doesn't do it justice just to play the audio. But I don't have a lawyer, so I don't have one.
But that's one of my that's my favorite of all time.
It's fantastic. I think that's a great pick. I love this movie so much. We kind of had to decide who was going to get which Christopher Guest movie on the list. Damn, yeah. I mean, his character there is so it's him times it's like 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes all his other characters in these movies in Christopher Guest movies seem like understated.
Yeah, because he goes so like goofy and wild in that one, right? It's the way his like expressions. He's so like his performance is amazing. It's just so good.
I knew this episode would just be us being like, God, he's funny, he's so
I-
good.
I-
But how else do you celebrate this man? I don't know. I don't
just
know
so
how.
good. Like, he's just so good. He's so freaking funny.
I can't remember the first time that I encountered like his movies, because he's just been in so many that it just felt like an organic thing as I grew up. Like he was just a person that was always in movies.
Yeah, totally.
I can't trace it. Like, it was probably got to be the Guffman movies that I first noticed. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, but I still remember then being like, I've seen this guy before. Speaking of which, tomorrow we're doing our top 5. Who is? I recognize them, but what I don't know their names. Is that tomorrow? Yeah, that's tomorrow with Katie McDowell again. And
that's Wednesday, is it not?
Oh, that's Wednesday. Oh, then, God, I can't even plug my own fucking show. That's how bad I am, dude.
I thought it was on Wednesday.
We're having a great time, guys. Got no idea what's coming out of my mouth. That's the blab part. We're talking movies. That's the movie part. All right, Katie, that was a great choice. Let's just get to it. We love, if you don't know yet, we love Fred Willard, okay?
We're obsessed with Fred Willard.
This week we will be doing an episode about, hey, I recognize that guy, but I don't know their name or woman, and that's going to be a top 5 episode, and that's going to be with Katie and Matt Cragg. And then as well, coming up this week, we have Movie Lawyer in defense of Keanu Reeves. That's Thursday, so tune in for that, plus whatever else. Okay, I finally did. I feel better about myself as a host. Sorry, I couldn't proceed without even just redeeming myself for me after that terrible attempt to plug my show. I'm going to cry. All right, Katie, it's time for my pick, right? Do you have anything else you want to say about A Mighty Wind as a film, or even Fred Willard's performance in it?
I mean, just that, it's hard. I just want to say A Mighty Wind is freaking a great movie. And if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it.
And then listen to the soundtrack and learn the whole thing like we did.
Yeah.
Or like Katie did. That's definitely your film when it comes to Christopher Guest movies. Because as you can see, there's lots of guitars and a piano behind her. She likes folk music.
That was the one that got me in, because I saw Spinal Tap first, and then I saw A Mighty Wind. I loved it because, like, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people fake play instruments in movies.
Definitely, unless it's funny.
Those movies because they actually all play the instruments and they write the songs.
Exactly.
And then I just fell in love with all of Christopher Guest movies.
Kelly Clarkson. I started this thing where I like come out when I do it. What's that movie she was in?
With the other guy from American Idol?
Oh, I got it. From Justin to Kelly.
Yeah. Justin to Kelly.
That wasn't JT though. That was Justin Guarini or whatever.
Not Justin Timberlake at all.
What happened, Justin?
What happened to him?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you watch more American Idol than I do.
It's all lies.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, right. We're supposed to be talking about Fred Willard. I digress, Fred. Let's get into my pick, huh? Here we go. This is my number 1 pick for the best Fred Willard performances. If you can guess it in the comments, you will get 1 like from me on one of your posts.
What a nice. Wow. Oh my gosh, you'll give him a lot.
Dude, I'll go to your page and be like whatever it is, even if it's something I don't agree with. Okay, my number 1 pick for the best Fred. I really shouldn't have done a show today. I can barely speak. This is why I should never take a day off. I just lost it. Anyway, my pick for the best Fred Willard performance is a movie. beloved by all. A movie directed by Christopher Guest. In my opinion, my favorite in his collection of movies that are improvised that he's made. In the glory days, of course. And my pick is the one and only Waiting for Guffman. That's right, guys. Waiting for Guffman. Corky St. Clair. I think I grew up in community theater. That's sort of what I built here, is a small community theater for the internet, where we perform terrible plays that were never written and never will be written. So you got to get them now. But anyway, this film is incredible. Waiting for Guffman is so. I love David Cross is in it. I mean, all these people pop up. But what I love about Christopher Guest movies and Fred Willard is he has a huge role in them. He's always given he's given his due. Like, there aren't a ton of movies where he's the star, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's incredible. That's what these Christopher Guest movies allow, is people like that to flex muscles that they have way beyond what they're allowed to do in a Hollywood movie or, you know, in a quick comedy. And so his character, whose name is there it is, Ron Albertson, and is the husband of Catherine Albertson. And in the film, he talks about he's an aspiring community theater actor with his wife. They're kind of a package deal. And one of my favorite scenes that I'm not going to play the audio for, but is the scene that they have in the restaurant, in a restaurant where he reveals that he's had penis reduction surgery, and he implies that his character implies that it was kind of against his will. And
his wife's like drunk at the table, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, well, why didn't you get vagina expansion surgery or something? It's so great, and it makes the table so awkward. And that's just like one of the many running gags that he has in each Christopher Guest movie. Like, there's often like in these movies, there's like a weird things going on in these characters' past because the characters are so weird. And so that seems to be the pre-written stuff that they go into it with, you know, a little bit.
That scene where they audition and they show up in their like 80s windbreaker suits.
Yes.
Like, you know, in the college, and they're like, they show up like they're about to perform for Broadway, and they're like, can we strike this? Like, using all the terminology and being like so pretentious. It's absolutely amazing.
I think I'm gonna risk it as long as we talk over it. I have that little bite for us. Nice. If you wanted to give it a listen.
Great.
Since this is the last, you just did your number one, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so we're done. Okay, so let's take a listen to this. Because
can we give a little shout out though?
Yeah.
To Best in Show, because
of course.
So we didn't put it on our list. It's obviously one that he gets to show off his improv skills, just being the commentator for the dog show.
Yes.
And is brilliant just throughout the whole movie. He is like the backbone, keeping like the whole show.
Yeah, it was like, you need a scene transition, you need a break for the editor. It's just like, let's throw him in there, and he kept the feeling that it's happening, that it's going on, because the movie kind of stretches out like these moments of how long they're, you know, it's almost like a day that the movie is shot.
Yeah.
Relatively, I mean, it's the dog show. I mean, I guess you see them traveling and everything. God, it's such a good movie. Them, like,
getting there, yeah, but
so good.
She needs her busy bee. Yeah. It's not Fred, but it's a great line from that movie. But yes, anyway, yeah, we can go back to Waiting for Guffman, but I just wanted to make a shout out to Best in Show, because
and rightly so. Well, let's listen to this little scene from Waiting for Guffman and remember Fred one more time, and then we'll say goodbye. Katie, does that sound good? I promised Alice Kahn is into recorder, but I don't know if we can do it. We've been going for longer than we wanted to.
Sorry, I had technical difficulties.
Oh yeah, that's true.
My phone froze. I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. Actually, I'm gonna add him. I'm gonna add him right now. It's time for intern corner, guys.
We need that intern corner. Bring that energy in here.
That's right, guys. We're gonna find out how Alex Kahn remembers Fred Willard. Hold on now. Just
For one, dude, I was the one I guessed
Hold
it.
on. This is very difficult stuff. Okay. Okay, Alex. What do you got for us?
For one, I was the one who correctly guessed your favorite Fred Willard movie.
Okay, I'll like one of your posts.
Okay, cool.
God damn it.
And also, so my whole thing is because you mentioned Michael Scott from The Office. I just remembered when I was 16 and I used to bash the American Office while not even seeing it, because that's what all the popular kids liked, and I wanted to be cool and rebellious.
What did you learn from that when you finally saw The Office?
It was good, actually. But literally, I'm not joking. Literally, all of the popular girls at my school were like, "The Office! I'm Michael Scott! I'm this person! I'm this person!" It was so fucking obnoxious. Literally, every single popular girl in my school thought it was like the most brilliant shit ever.
Well, speaking of obnoxious, Alex Kahn, there's actually a surprised guest that looks like, oh, it's taking over Katie's feed. Oh no, it looks like it's some sort of transformation is happening to Katie, and she's turning into some sort of other new character. Oh no, it's crazy. What's going on? What's this whimsical music? Oh no. Katie, what happened to you? Come back. Katie, don't leave. Katie, no. Katie, where'd you go? Oh, she's transforming. Oh, you can see her growing.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no, it's the Movie Blab baby.
What?
All right, guys, that was Intern Corner. Thank you so much, Alex. Good job. We will see you next time on Movie Blab tomorrow. Stay golden, pony boy.
Oh yeah, I like your Ramones t-shirt, by the way.
Goodbye. Yeah, baby. That was Intern Corner, guys. Intern Corner. Yeah, we have a new setup, so it was a little difficult, but we figured it out. I think that's good, right? Katie, are you okay? Katie, are you all right?
I'm okay. I don't know what happened.
It seemed like your computer was hacked by the big baby. A big baby. A big giant creepy baby.
Yeah, I mean, shit just got a little wild right there. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, dude, the show's been getting crazier and crazier. I don't know if you've noticed. But, wow. I mean, did you hear its cry? It was awful. Whoa, no, get away. No, it's the big baby. No, what do you want, big baby? Someone needs to let this baby down for a nap. It's so mad. We can barely see the baby's face. The baby needs to be a little taller. Oh. What are you sad about this time, baby? What are you crying about?
I miss Fred.
You miss Fred? Oh, that's so sweet, big baby. Oh man, we all miss Fred, big baby. What's your favorite Fred Willard movie, big baby?
My favorite Fred Willard movie is Come on. I'm gonna like, yeah.
Indecipherable. Big baby, go away. Time for your nap, go away. Time for your nap, go away. Big baby, it's time for your nap, go away. Oh, God, that's the only way to get the big baby to go away. Oh, my God, Katie, are you okay?
Oh my goodness. I don't know what just happened. I just blacked out. I had a little brown, I think.
You won't believe this, but a big baby appeared on the screen, okay? And then it told me how sad it was about the passing of Fred Willard. And then it proceeded to speak in an indecipherable crying language. As if it was so
Oh my God.
it was almost like gibberish. It was like a satanic so I had to say a chant to make it go away. That's what happened.
It's probably because that baby is slightly pre-verbal, so it doesn't really know. Maybe how to speak very.
Yes, it's the big pre-verbal baby. It can speak a little bit though, it seems, which is good. Wow, I'm so glad that they joined us. Whatever gender that baby is, I have no idea. It looked like a boy. But anyway, it's a big creepy baby, that's for sure. I think people are gonna really like that. I think that was really heartwarming. And I think it was not at all in bad taste considering the episode. Okay, guys, we're going to say goodbye about this. That's what we're going to do. We love Fred Willard.
We love Fred.
He's amazing. And we're going to end with a beautiful tribute to him. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Fred Willard. He'll always be celebrated by me, and he'll always be someone that I hold in highest regard as a comedic force of nature. Katie, what do you have to say?
I say I agree with all of that. R.I.P. that. I mean, thank you for.
Katie's tired from being a big baby.
Entertaining. What?
Can't hear you.
Oh, what? That's so weird.
What's happening?
I was gonna say thank you for.
Oh, it's Siri. It's Siri. Sorry. Yeah. Fuck. No, stop this.
Siri, you're ruining my heartfelt moment.
I know. Hold on. Let me make it better for you.
I'm trying to thank Willard for years of service.
This time the show's been trolling us. This time the show's been trolling us for sure. Let's look here. I'm ready for you to give your inspired speech. Go ahead.
Mr. Fred Willard, thank you so much for all of your contributions to comedy and for endlessly keeping us entertained for so many years on making stuff.
Amen.
Until the end, and we really appreciate all of your work and your contributions. And we love you. R.I.P.
Dear Fred, thank you so much for always being there in movies without me expecting it. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your body of work, and may you rest in eternal peace in comedy heaven, amongst the gods of comedy, where you belong. I'll probably never see you there, but. Well, we love you, Fred, and we're gonna leave you guys with some beautiful words from Fred Willard, some of our favorite words. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Movie Blab. Thank you, fans, for celebrating him with us and continuing to help us out. We made it to 500 likes, guys. Congratulations to all of you for being a part of that. It means so much to us. And here's a special little story, special little monologue from Fred.
Quick plug, hola, I'm Mike LaFontaine, owner and founder of High Class Management. Whoops! Comics Constant Companion. Let's start right out. Hey, what happened? As you know, back in 1970, I started on a series called What Happened? And every time something would go wrong, I would look at the camera and say, hey, what happened? We had a lot of fun with that and a lot of other catchphrases. I got a real red wagon.
I want to thank Katie McDowell for joining us.
I can't do my work.
Katie, thank you so much.
And I believe I was the first
We got
one
through
to
it.
use
We
the
figured
phrase,
out the best setup.
I don't
'Cause
think so.
Whatever happened, whatever happened is
lasted a
great.
year,
It's great.
and that's good because that's
You
how you
look great.
establish a cult. So I was on stage.
I feel
doing
like we've
all
been
my
on an
shtick,
emotional
you know,
journey.
Hey, what happened? And I can't do my work. And if someone would heckle me, they'd say, "Are
It
you
was
going to
so
be on
fun.
stage all night?" I would
Gosh,
say,
over
"That's
our
right."
favorite.
Yeah.
That'd crack up the audience.
You know?
But I noticed a guy sitting down front with a long face. Nothing got to him.
Oh.
So I turned to the lady next to him. I said, "Would you hold your mirror up in front of his nose to see if he's still breathing? To see, in fact, if there's a reflection." So he started to smile. After the show, I go down and introduce myself. His name is George Menschel. He had been with a group called the Main Street Singers. Now, I was never into folk music. I
Folk
worked
music.
some bills with some folkies.
You gotta talk over it a little
Put him in
bit.
the cell with a long hose on him. Put him in the
Cell
cell with a long hose on him.
him.
I used to say, if he's got a long enough hose, he's going to have a lot of friends in the shower room. Folk audiences hated that joke. But I said to George, I said, seriously, you put up some great numbers. If you reform your group,
Thanks
I
to
can
Katie
send you out on
McDowell.
the
Katie, anything you want to
Starfish
plug?
Cruise lines. Together we could make a fortune and you will have a ball. They used to go out.
Anything
come
you wanna
back.
plug, Katie?
They had a great time. Except a couple of cruises, dysentery broke
All right,
out on
who
the
wants to
ship. I was
plug,
not there. You do not
Fred
want to be
Willard?
on a cruise ship when
Yeah, just go
dysentery
watch
breaks
Fred
out.
Willard
Be
movie.
knocking
Yeah,
on
there we
the
go.
door and
That's
say,
what I was
will you be
thinking.
coming out?
I'm gonna
just
plug
go
Movie
watch
Blab.
I don't think so.
Agreed.
Yeah, just
Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Edison, and you're tuned in.
To Movie Blab.
The clock has started.
The clock has started.
Well, that was Movie Blab, guys. Thanks so much. Special thanks to Fred Willard for being a fucking legend, and to Katie for coming in and celebrating his life with me. It's been amazing. We'll be back with some fun stuff tomorrow, so tune in. As always, we love you. You love us. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Spread